Okay, as you can see, we are running on the generator. No, we don't have an issue with the solar. I'm moving it. I gotta get the rest of the batteries moved into there. Everything's unhooked right now. So what I'm doing is I'm just using the plastic conduit. A lot easier to work with. So all this is, it's going up against there. We'll have that mounted onto that pole. And I got a little trench dug here, about 4 or 5 inches down. Our wires were obviously too short. I should have got 50 feet when I picked up these, but I told him 25 because I thought it was going to be closer. So we ended up shorting ourselves on the wire. So I went over today and picked up some more. That's the same gauge as that. That's just got a little thicker coating on it because it's meant for being outside in the sun, but this is going to be buried inside the conduit, so I think that'll be fine. But it's all 8 gauge either way. So I'm going to make a connection there. That's the only thing they had, so I got that. They didn't have a through and through, so I had to get that. So then we'll angle over, come down here, and I got that already fed up through there. I've got another box there just to make the turn going in, so I could have a straight turn going into the shed. And also getting an elbow in there would have been a pain, so I just got that. And that'll go up underneath the shed, and then I'll bring it in through that hole there and put a short piece of conduit going down into that box there. And then I got a piece of plywood here. Those are screwed into that beam there. It's got 4 screws going into that. And then I angled these, and no, I didn't cut them wrong. I did that on purpose. That piece of plywood down there screwed into the bottom of those legs. And then I also got some holes there and there. And I'll toe nail it down into the floor, and then I'll also be able to screw that down into the floor because that charge controller right there is heavy. So I've got some cross braces already cut. Here's my little bench that I built yesterday. That pallet that we picked up that had all the solar on it, that's the pallet there up against the wall. We mounted it down solid to the wall. Sorry to change subjects here, but anyway, made myself a little workbench. I got somewhere to do things now. So anyway, okay, back to the story. This cross brace here is just for support. This cross brace will go, the 2x2 will probably go in here somewhere just for some support there. The 2x4 will go up in here across with the plywood on front of it, and then I'll screw the charge controller into the plywood and into the 2x4 because I want that to be nice and solid because it's heavy. So everything will come up through the floor is the plan. So that's where I'm at. But anyway, oh yeah. So I left this out away from the wall like that in an angle so that I could bring wires or anything I got to bring up from behind, because obviously if I would have put these tight onto that, then I have to cut through this and then it weakens the wall and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, all these edges are nice and rolled over so there's nothing sharp. So I can bring all my wiring up the back side and then through the plywood up to the charge controller. So that's the plan with that. So that's why that's in an angle. No, I don't like it in an angle because I'm pretty OCD on straight things, but I think that's the better option to do that and bring everything up the backside there. I think it's just going to be the better option for in here. I haven't decided if I'm going to put the batteries in here on the floor yet, or if I want to build something out here and have them sitting outside. Yeah, haven't figured that out yet. I guess a lot of that's going to be determined on the cabling that I have for that's the inverter right there. It depends on how much cable I have because I don't want everything stretched to the max. So I might end up setting them in here for a while, but most likely I'm probably going to end up moving them to the outside, but we'll see. We'll see. For today, at least, or the next few weeks or whatever, they'll probably be inside, just so that I got enough cable. Other than that, I'll get the rest of this put together and then I'll pick back up with you guys then. We also did get some brown stain for the solar there. So if we get enough sun, or if the sun lasts long enough today before I get this done, I'll try to get that all connected. Now these connections here, these 8 gauge connections, the guy at the hardware store kept saying to just use just regular wire nuts, such as these. I said no, because for one, it says right on those that they're only good for up to 30 volts. We're pushing about we can push anywhere from 110 to 138 volts. That's the highest I've seen those panels put out. So I did get these. These are a lot better. I used to use these in HVAC for making splices on high gauge wire. So I did get these, and they say they're safe for 14 to number 6. So I got these style. I think those will be a lot better. And then I've got some rubber tape that I'll wrap those in rubber tape, and then I'll also wrap them in black tape just to protect them. That way nothing rubs through. Okay, enough about that. All right, I'm gonna get busy getting this done, and then I'll pick back up here shortly. All right, guys, everything's connected here. Got my wires coming out here, which I got to splice there, which I don't like, but I got to splice them. I could have got 50 feet of that wire. You know, it's like 59 cents a foot. But the problem is that this has those MC4 connectors on the end of it, and I don't know where I can get those, and I need them now, so I got to splice it. All right, so we're buried here, and it comes up right there in the shed. And you got that tied off there with the clamp. Those wires will punch through the plywood, go right up to my charge controller. So that's where I'm at now. So I get these, I gotta clean this corner up a little bit. That way, well, it might lay down in there. Oh yeah, okay. All right, so I guess I don't have to. So I gotta pull a little bit of dirt here because I went up through the shed, so I'm gonna pull a little bit of dirt out so I can push that down a little further. That way it's not right at the surface. So other than that, just, all right guys, it is done. Well, I still want to get those outside, but for right now I gotta leave them in here. I know it's not the best idea to let them vent, but in the shed, but you know, it is what it is. Plenty of gaps in here, so plenty of air. Anyway, I got charge controller mounted. I got 2 solid blocks behind the plywood just to give it a little more strength. Inverter. I got to pick up some connectors tomorrow for the breaker. I've got one right here for 8 gauge wire, but I need another one and I ran out. So gonna run it for the night without the breaker, which I think it'll be fine. It's got every one of the positives on there's got a 15 amp fuse on it too. So anyway, like I said, it's coming out from under the shed there. You guys seen that? We got the line all buried here. Clear over to here. Comes up the pole, and then goes out to the panels there. Well, comes in from the panels to there. And I got this all caulked up so nothing gets down in there. Oh, you guys see that? Cows are crossing tonight. See them? This is our yard. They just kind of use it as they feel fit. So the solar's all done, besides getting the batteries moved. Now here, let you check out the cows for a little bit. It's kind of cool. Got lots of calves. Lots of calves. Here come the calves now. Calves are pretty daring. They'll come right up to you, but the adult ones, they don't want nothing to do with you. Carson and Josh and them just headed down to Douglas. Carson would absolutely love this. He loves the cows. So they kind of make their way around. They'll feed, you know, wherever they want to, and about once a week they make their way through here. I think they let things grow up before they come over. See that little calf right there with the white head? He's the one that butted up to the front of our truck and wouldn't let us move when we was coming down the road. It's pretty cool. Definitely got a lot of them. All right, back to the solar. So, got the truck washed today. Went down to Douglas, picked up some groceries and stuff. Got the truck washed, so it looks good. Minus the tires. So yeah, that's about it. The next thing I got to do is I got to get a permanent wire wired in from the solar or from the inverter over to the camper. Right now we're just running on a drop cord. I just got the end duct tape or taped together there. So we're just running on drop cord. We're only using about 500 watts and about 5 amps, so it's not much power going through there. So we're just gonna leave it like that for now. So that's about it. I think that's gonna do it for this one.